Last week we had a big investment from Ingram Content Group, and this week we got Charles Hoskinson investing in book and stuff.io. How did the markets react? What other news did we get? Let's dive into it. So here is the announcement, the press release. Charles Hoskinson, co-founder of Ethereum and Cardano, invests in stuff.io and book.io to disrupt digital media ownership. So the article is pretty standard. There's this picture, I think it was last year when Ben and Josh were invited by Charles on his ranch. So they've been in touch for more than a year now. And the article is pretty vanilla. Charles Hoskinson had something to say, it's here. So ownership is a fundamental right, yet in the digital world we've allowed it to slip away. When you buy a physical book, it's yours forever. You can lend it, resell it, pass it down for generations. But with today's digital media, that's not the case. You're renting under the illusion of ownership. Stuff.io and Book.io are restoring digital property rights, and I'm thrilled to be part of this movement. In retrospect, it was kind of obvious. Charles was at the BookCon last year. He was at the VIP dinner. He talked about exactly that. At the BookCon, he talked about his book, which was supposed to be out last year, I believe. I didn't see it. Hopefully, it's still planned. And you may remember the Charles Media Token, also showing his involvement or his experimentation with this new technology. Also, Charles always plugs book and stuff.io in a few interviews he does when he talks about Cardano projects, what's going on. So he's been a long-time supporter. Now he puts his money where his mouth is. And that's great because we have, I think, someone who basically represents the blockchain. I know we have the Cardano constitution, it's decentralized and so on. From industry perspective, Charles is Cardano. And I think he's gonna push this narrative that Cardano is the media blockchain. That's where you have your things, you keep your things forever, your books, your songs, your videos, because hey, it's been 100% uptime for more than 7 years, it's never been hacked. It upgrades those hard forks seamlessly, so it's the secure blockchain. So that's where you want to keep your stuff. So that's great, and the markets liked that. If we jump on the charts, so the announcement was here. You can see those huge volume candles in the back, and then from here to there it was a 20% jump. So pretty cool to have some reaction. Now we're coming back down a little bit. I think people were maybe selling into the pump. Why not? But generally speaking, markets reacted positively, and a lot of people on X as well shared the news. I saw a MinSwap account, Angry Crypto Show, talking about it. I'm sure Lily will or did talk about it already as well. So it's great because it's getting more and more exposure to books, showing people that, hey, you think, this project is kind of in the background, not doing anything, but Charles sees it. So maybe pay attention. There's also this post by Mike saying that now we have 3 billionaires who invested in stuff.io. So John Ingram via Ingram Content Group, Mark Cuban, and now Charles Hoskinson. I don't know. Follow smart money, they say. So we'll see what comes out of it. Will we see the book of Charles soon? Will he promote even more this investment, this company? Time will tell. But markets reacted positively, and let's hope it holds. Let's hope it holds. This week we also had the traditional tech talk. First Wednesday of every month, where they go over everything they developed in the last month. As always, I'm gonna go through my notes. Big thing happened in March, mint and print. And we see here Lord sharing his copy of Frankenstein, a very eerie cover. I really like the there seems to be some texture on the cover. It looks pretty neat. So that was the big thing that's been on the roadmap forever. And they went on to say that, yeah, it's a big thing, okay, in crypto for the people who follow book.io, that they can print their own books, but it's an even bigger thing for the publishing industry, where not many things happen. And this ability to print a unique cover, to have even a unique cover for collectible, it's a new segment basically that they created. And they said that they will probably make a press release about it, so they'll spread the word even further. They said that Book.io wants to be competitor to Amazon, so the glove is thrown, so they need all books, ebooks, audiobooks. So books means physical ones like this, and the partnership with Ingram is exactly that. Ingram prints all the books for Amazon, now they'll print all the books for Book.io. So they got a huge partner in there. When it comes to ebooks and audiobooks, we know that they signed up one of the top 5 publishers, but also they signed up one of the top 10. And looking at Grok, I asked who were the basically top 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 publishers, and one in particular that is interesting is Bloomsbury from the UK, because they have the rights to Harry Potter in UK and some other Commonwealth territories like Australia, and they have very famous author Sarah J. Maas, famous if you're into fantasy romance, with more than 38 million books sold. I really hope it's this one. If not, there is Scholastic, which is top 6, I think. They also have the rights to Harry Potter, but in the US. So out of 5 publishers, 2 have rights to Harry Potter, so 40% chance to get Harry Potter on book.io. That's how I see it. The point is that, okay, they have one big 5. They have one top 10. They talked to another big 5 during the London Book Fair. So they're gonna get all the books possible. And so they will be a real competitor to Amazon, with all the added value of, hey, you really own it. And while we are at it, this was shared by a Husk Story channel. Apple hit with $5 billion class action lawsuits over ebooks availability. So Apple accused of violating the state's false advertising law and other consumer laws by intentionally misleading customers into thinking that they are purchasing digital ebooks in perpetuity, when instead they are purchasing revocable licenses. So whatever happens with this lawsuit, it's putting it on the map, this issue that people are waking up, they don't own their ebooks. And this is huge, because if Apple gets fined, probably they don't care about the money, but if they get fined, then people will talk about it, and we really need to, sprinkle the book.io brand in there, so people know that there is an alternative which is compliant and that allows you to really own. And guess what? You have a library, it's actually worth money, and it's like a portfolio basically. You make money, the more book you buy, the more money you make. If you're a good trader, of course. Book.io versus Amazon, it's happening. Then they talked about Mint and Print. They're gonna open to international. They have an integration with UPS, and they will do their best to provide the cheapest delivery possible. So Ingram, they have several locations in the world, so they can print from different places closer to where the customer is, which helps with the delivery fees. They said that they don't make any money on shipping fees, so they really try to get the cheapest fee available, which is always appreciated. Also, there was a slight hint that they will also allow shipping other things that are derived from DEAs. So I'm not sure what it is, but it's Ben's idea. What could we get that is derived from a DEA? I mean, okay, we can get the book, maybe an album cover, they talked about it last time. But what else? I'm not sure there. merch, maybe posters, like the covers are pretty cool, so you could print them. I don't know, but apparently, yeah, they have some plans for more physical items. So yeah, when we have international shipping, they will deliver it with the ability to print from mobile. And on mobile, all your wallets are linked to your account, so you don't need any crypto knowledge, you don't need to sign any transaction, just click print, pay, and that's it. So this, I think, will be big for the no-coiners, that they'll be able to come. No, they buy their books via credit card, it's already linked to their account, they want to print this unique cover they got, they can do it very easily. So the next book to be printed is Dracula. They say it's very close, and likely it will be made available at the same time as international shipping. In the future, they want to give the possibility to print what goes through the self-publishing portal. This is really cool too, because you could print your own book, basically. You release something yourself, you can print it. Or there's an upcoming author you like. No, they haven't been signed by any big publisher or anything, but you would like to get the physical book, maybe to give it around. So that would be possible. I really like the idea that we kind of break this barrier between the featured means, what is put on screen by book, and what is created by creators, basically, because everything is art, everything is content. Yes, there are different rules, discounts, price, blockchains, whatever, but ultimately it's just a book, it's just an asset, so might as well have the same functionalities on all of them. So yeah, then they talked about the press release, but hey, we already got around it. They said they planned a space to talk about it, so maybe next week we'll get to hear Charles' take on that. Why did he invest? And by the way, I didn't mention that, but last week when I talked about Ingram investing, I said that it would help the company scale, but I think Charles' investment does exactly that. And I remember last year we had this user called MX, was very critical of book, very pessimistic about the future of book, saying that, hey, you don't sell enough books, so how are you gonna keep the lights on? Well, that's how. With big investors that understand that, hey, we need to help you scale so you can make volume, so you have the big 5 publisher, you have a big catalog, you have a lot of independent artists, and when you get to that point, then money will flow. So it's people who have the capital to park it for a few years until things come out of it. So it's also good in that sense. The book is not going away. It's complete opposite. They're scaling up, ingesting more and more catalogs. By the end of the year, it's a normal bookstore. Okay. They talked about some development on the app. They improved the mini audio player. Before it was, when you play a song, it would take like the whole page. Now it's somewhere, miniaturized in there. They are working on the user profile screen on mobile, and that will be the focus for the next month or two, the notion of identity on the Stuff platform. So far, we can have an avatar, we can have a username. What they want to do is a profile page where you can show your collection, your favorite books. They basically want to add a social layer to book.io, stuff.io, same. So people can connect together as fans, part of the same community. Hey, we like the same books, but also to allow artists to have their own pages and to interact directly with the other users. So quite interesting this turn it's taking, that book becomes social media. I know BookTok, I've heard about it, which is basically using TikTok but to talk about books, and I wonder if maybe there is appetite for social media aspect linked to books. So maybe actually it would be a an argument to convert people, to tell them, hey, you can join, you can connect with other people who like the same books as you, and you can connect with the author directly. I mean, this is the argument for sure. We also talk about the chat rooms, that if you own the book, you can access it. But they push that further, is that if you own and you read the book, so you can do like those very exclusive clubs of people who really are die-hard fans. But for that, they'll need the ability to track the reading, which is also prerequisite for Consume to Earn, which is still scheduled for this year. So it looks like, it's all linked together. They build the social aspect, they build the reading tracking, which I think they already do to some extent, and then they put Consume to Earn. When you think of all those milestones that will happen this year, like when you envision the end product, it's really a cool app. You buy a book that you own as opposed to just renting it. It has value, you can sell it, but also it gives you access to this offer you like, to other people who like the same thing as you can talk to them, and you get rewarded for reading this offer you like. It's a pretty good deal, honestly. Then they talked about this issue they had with the Stuff Revolution song, which was overcharged because the minimum price on the platform was hard-coded. It was hard-coded by book when ADA was like 20-30 cents. And also there was a limit on endmaker side, so they worked that out. Now they're working on EVM minting, which should be ready next month. Will include single multi-use codes, which is essential for onboarding. And what they're doing is bringing the EVM minting at feature parity with Cardano. More specifically, on Cardano, the commercial team, they can launch a book. So they don't need the engineering team to be involved. They just have all the data. They have like a panel, which is called Inception, like an administration tool. Basically, click, and it is out. It's on the website. People can buy. This exists for Cardano, not for EVM. So they're developing that. And Ben is excited about multi-use codes on Base. We talked about it. Base is super cheap. If you do a giveaway 10,000 ebooks, you don't want to pay 15,000 ADA of locked UTXO, minimum ADA UTXO. So Base will be at first the place for big giveaways, but once Cardano catches up with layer 2s, then back to Cardano. And maybe Charles will also help with that, who knows. In a few weeks, so you have the library, you see the value. The value is based on the floor on JPEG Store more specifically. What they want to do is to use machine learning, AI, to calculate more accurately the value of your bookshelf. Because if you own unique covers, one of ones, well, obviously they are worth more than the floor price. So they want to create a model that will take that into account, and then when you look at your bookshelf, you will have the ability to see kind of the value based on the floor price or the value based on this AI model, which is in a sense more realistic. So you'll be able to look at that. And Josh said that what he would like to do is over time having some kind of graph, basically a history of the value of your bookshelf. So you can look at it like a stock or an index or a portfolio. And that also participates to flipping the switch in people's minds that, hey, I own it. I really own it. It's worth something. Then at the end, we got a very quick business update. So the new investor, Charles, they said that there's a lot of strategic planning. 2025 will be incredible. I fully believe in that. New job postings coming up. They would love to hire from the community. So if you've been there, you're passionate about digital ownership and decentralizing knowledge, definitely apply. I remember we were looking for someone for infrastructure, engineering, business development, social media marketing. So something for everyone. Then they talked about this top 10 publisher they signed, and they signed to ingest the full catalog. We don't know how many books it is, but hey, we get another big one on the map. So bigger bookshelves, we can cater to more and more people. Again, book.io will be like a normal bookstore. By end of the year, it's the normal place with all the advantages it has. It's amazing, really. Then they talked about this class action lawsuit against Apple, so we'll see what comes out of that. And then there was a question about, hey, when can we use the self-publishing portal for videos? Said that they're still working on that, because what they realized is that the process is still quite manual, because hey, you get a video, you need to convert it, and to convert it, it uses computing power. And at the moment, they do it with their own machines, which is not scalable. So they are exploring cloud computing solutions to be able to scale and automate more that step. And again, Josh said that he has this funny video he wants to publish as Josh, not as book.io or stuff.io. So we'll see what comes up with that. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I still want to do a video for you. Yes, premium content, yes, paid video, as a way to give you content and being able to get something back. I mean, fully appreciate the support, the comments, the likes, sharing, retweeting. That's awesome, super cool. If there is something you want to see in the video, some more premium content or different topic, definitely let me know. I'll be more than happy to give you what you want. My goal was always to provide value, something interesting. So we'll see when self-publishing portal will allow that. When it comes to the latest releases, it started with the Mysterious Island Jules Verne. It's marked as an airdrop. Not exactly, it was a book which was on a card, so you could redeem it if you were at a specific event, which was the Uplift Wisdom Tech Expo, where book was. Not sure where that was. It looked quite small. Is that high school? I guess it might be. Not that it's a bad thing, just sharing the scale of the event. So Josh was there representing book and stuff, and they gave away some cards that you could redeem. The Mysterious Island is here. 1,000 ebooks, but when you look on JPEG, only 10 of them have been redeemed. I don't know how many they gave away. I have this horrific thought that, hey, wait, it was high school, they're just giving them away to anyone, and high schoolers were like, yeah, I don't care about this book, let's throw that to the trash can. So I'm like, oh no, how many of these books have just been lost? I'm not sure if they did that, if they were just giving them away like this. But yeah, new fear unlocked. Otherwise, I guess we'll see at the next in-person event. Maybe it's the book that they will share in multiple occasions. So there was that. Then we got a flash mint on April 1st, no joke. The Devil's Dictionary. It sold out the same day. So good to see that flash mint are still a popular choice. Then we got Big Bang BTC from the Creator Portal, which is a song by Songtoshi Nakamoto. It sold 2%, so like 40 pieces. Well, not bad. I'm not sure if it was also AI generated. Then we got Buster, a dog. This is Akashic Publishing. Quite regularly they put out some books. It never sells a lot, but I was thinking about it. From their perspective, they don't care. These are books that they're already selling. So those 17% here, so like 51 books, it's pure bonus for them. I mean, sure, book, they take their share, but for them, book.io is an additional income stream. So even if the sales numbers are not mind-blowing, it's all profit to them. And I really appreciate that they keep on putting stuff out there. I think they seem like a tight partner with Book. Then we got the Phantom of the Opera, almost sold out, part of the Essential Audiobook series, doing pretty well on secondary. And yesterday we got songmarketcap.com releasing their second song, Charles, 1,105 copies, all sold out quite fast. It's very impressive. Stuff Revolution sold out more than 4,000 copies. It was not sold out, but then they come again with a new song, and it is sold out again. Money they make with that is used to burn their song token. There's a whole community behind this. They really showed up strong. When you see that the offer is 23 ADA and the price was 5 USD, something like this. 5 USD or 4.5 if you got the song token or the Stuff Revolution token or About Stuff is a Zero Gutenberg Bible. So help me out here. 5 USD, how many ADA is that? I guess like 8 ADA, something like this. So you could buy for 8 and sell for 23. It's almost 4x. Almost 3x. So doing well. I'm curious how many more of those singles are coming. I think they plan to do 100 songs. Will they sell everything? I'm not sure. I'm also curious if projects on the blockchain, if they go to songmarketcap.com to have them create a song for them. Because when I see here, again, Bing Bang Bitsy, I'm not sure if it's AI generated, I'm not sure where it comes from, but maybe there's something to do there. Look how much this is selling. Maybe you could ask them to make a song and then just sell it through them and split the profit. Maybe there's something there. I mean, I don't think it's that easy to make an AI generated song. I mean, a good one at least. So maybe there's an idea there for people who are not creative but want to tap into that market and that community. Now I'm gonna go quickly over the things I bookmarked this week. Oh yeah, so this was the event they were at. Sheila, all smile on that picture. Yeah, and you can see, look at all those free books. Oh yeah, there were a few here which were given out. Very good. Hopefully there'll be more shared. Then we have funday.io. This is a future release, April 24th. Cabas, I'm not sure his real full name, but they mentioned him already as I think a Colombian rock star who's making a comeback, and they did a live session which they will sell through through stuff.io, but produced by Funday. So pretty cool to have a live performance. Quite interested in it. I hope the price will be friendly. It seems to be mixing electronic music with rock music, so curious to see what the result is. But in any case, it reminds me, if you know that, the AOL sessions, where you would have artists coming in a studio, playing a set live, and then you could have that, and it was pretty cool. And I think there's potential there with funday.io, stuff.io, that if there's an artist you like or an artist you want to discover, to explore, get the live session that, hey, you had to be there or you had to buy the actual video. You cannot get it on YouTube or somewhere else. So I like this idea that you have a capsule, like you captured a moment, a live session, and you have it on a DA that you can pass around. So April 24th, a bit less than 3 weeks to go to get that. Then, okay, we got the press release, and Nacho posted this new feature. Very simple, just that, hey, you have this button on the bottom right that allows you to no, you scroll down, you click, you are sent back to the top. Apparently they rolled out some other backend upgrades that will have an impact on future features and mints. We don't know that. I'm not able to look into the code, so I have no idea. But again, we are getting into this fast iterative process that now that they deliver the big things, they can improve the smaller things more often. So hopefully some more things will come out soon. And last but not least, just a teaser. So Josie, who congratulated the team on the new investor, and Steph replied, still lots to build, already on to the next press release. Is it a top 10 publisher? Is it just mint and print that they decided to do a press release for in the end? Is it something else? I don't know. Is it a top 5, like the big 5 publisher? We still don't know who it is. It's April. Come on, it's been 3 months that we got the results of Catalyst. What is happening? Not sure. Maybe it's not moving as fast as we like, but it's obvious they have a lot of things in the pipeline, and it's just gonna come. It's gonna come. Markets will react positively. As I said, end of year we have a real bookstore, and then stuff.io will catch up. So, no, whatever you own from book.io, stuff.io, all those collectibles, well, by end of the year, there'll be 1 million users who may want them. Same with the token. I was thinking about it, like when they do those giveaways with those books, now it's a bit too early, but once Consume to Earn is live. Hey, I'm getting a book for free because I just visited some conference, whatever. But okay, I'm gonna try it out, it's free. And hopefully someone told me it has value and I can sell it, so I have the monetary incentive. Okay, I redeem it, it creates my self-directed wallet. I just have an account on the website, I can read, there's a mobile app, cool. Now I see my library actually has value, especially those books that are tough to get, they may get to higher valuations on secondary. Like damn, I got a book for free, now it's worth like maybe $10, $20. That's cool. And then you start reading and you're like, hey, I'm earning those points, those stuff tokens. And with that, hey, I can access a book club, or I can buy more content. And then you get exposed to the token. And as I said last week, people will conflate buying the token with investing in the company. Not saying it's the right thing to do, but that's what people say. I invest in book.io, I invest in stuff.io, in the stuff token. So if the company does well, so does the token, regardless of the use. And I would say in that case, it's not inflationary, it's locked 10 billions, half of which are for Consume to Earn. And then you'll get, hey, all those publishers who want to release books, like literally dozens of thousands of books, who will need the token. Same with independent content creators, and it's a snowball effect. So very bullish as always. Come on, you have 3 billionaires investing. You think they are stupid that they made their money, like they won the lottery and somehow, they invested in Amazon 20 years ago, now they're rich? Well, maybe they did that, but it was not luck. It was calculated risk and reward. So, as always, very comfortable. Personally, just waiting for things to blow up. This year will be crazy. It's already April. So, 8 more months to go until this 1 million users. This place that you can tell anyone around you, hey, why do you buy on Kindle, on Audible? Go to book.io. You have the same thing, the same books, except that, hey, you get rewarded for reading them, you can sell them, you can lend them. Hell, I can give you one if you want. It's gonna spread like wildfire. And that's it for this week. Charles Hoskinson, new investor, markets reacting positively. More big announcements in the pipeline. Stuff.io recruiting if you want to join the adventure. So we are scaling, we are growing up, more funding, now more hiring, then more features, more books, more everything. So great year in perspective. It's just April. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you next week.